Most women don't get enough protein throughout the day, so I'm gonna show you exactly how I get 100 grams of protein before noon and how you can do it too. Getting enough protein is super important because it helps you hit your overall health goals, but also just helps you feel satiated throughout the day. So if building muscle is a goal for you, it's important to get enough protein. If you feel like you're hungry all the time, we want to think about eating more protein. There's a lot of reasons why protein is a really great thing to focus on, and I'm going to show you exactly how you can get it. So as we dive into this, I'm going to show you an example of one day. Every day looks slightly different, but day over day, we want to make sure that we're prioritizing protein in the majority of our meals. So when I wake up, the first thing I do is I make coffee just like this. Okay, so I make my coffee, and this might surprise you, but I actually have a protein bar with my coffee. And a lot of times people will say, only focus on whole foods. And I 100% agree that the majority of the foods that we eat should be minimally processed whole foods. And I do focus on that. And also it's important to be realistic. I get up very early in the mornings. I train clients in the morning, sometimes as early as 5. So I'm probably not gonna be making breakfast for a queen that early. So having something super quick and easy can be really convenient. So for me, I do feel a bit better when I have some food with my coffee. So a quick little protein bar is a very easy way for me to be able to focus on that. My early mornings, I start with a bar, but you're gonna see very soon a lot of the whole food ingredient foods that I do have, because we have to think about what is realistic. We don't need to be perfect to be making progress. There are a lot of different things that we can have to make sure we are fueling our bodies well, and also honoring that we are busy human beings who can't do everything all at once. So I'm gonna get after this one. So I'll do my coffee and my protein bar, and then after I train my clients, I do a bigger breakfast, and that's where I get the majority of my protein in the mornings. One thing about me is I like to think about gentle nutrition. I don't count calories, I don't count macros, but I do pay attention to the foods that I'm eating to make sure that I am supporting my body as best as I can. I like to eat all foods periodically, but I do like to focus on prioritizing protein in the majority of my meals. So what this means is I like to eyeball the amounts on my plate. I have a general understanding of how much protein will support my body and my needs, and then I also listen to my hunger and my fullness cues. So I'm gonna show you exactly how I eyeball the amounts of protein that I'm eating to try and hit right around 100 grams of protein in the morning. Most mornings I start with about 3 eggs, and I will do some meat with it. So either some ground turkey, some ground chicken, or some ground beef. And for the amount of the meat that I do, typically I do about a palm size amount or a palm and a half, depending on how hungry I am. What I love about this breakfast is it's super simple, it's repeatable, even I can cook it. I can change the types of sauces that are on top, and it's just really easy. I don't have to think about it that much. And one of the best parts is it's whole food ingredients. And then on the side, I like to have a yogurt bowl. So I use a variety of different types of yogurts, but if you want a little extra protein, Greek yogurt is a great way to go. So even when I'm using Greek yogurt, I like to add a little scoop of collagen for an additional element of protein. What I love about collagen is it's a protein, but it's a different type of protein. So this type of protein is really great for supporting the joints, ligaments, skin, hair, nails, all of those types of things. So it's not meant to replace other types of protein, but it's a great way to support your body in a different way. Protein powders can get a little confusing, so let's simplify it. I'm gonna talk about a couple different kinds that are very popular. So whey protein, plant protein, and collagen protein. So let's break it down. So whey protein is considered a complete protein. It has all the essential amino acids needed to be able to build muscle. Now, plant proteins sometimes are a complete protein. Sometimes they have all the essential amino acids, but sometimes they don't. So you need to do a little bit more research if you're doing a plant protein and you're trying to build muscle. When it comes to plant protein, you want to think about the amino acid leucine and have 2 to 3 grams of leucine in each serving to be able to have that muscle protein synthesis. Now, collagen. What is the deal with collagen? Collagen doesn't have all the amino acids to be able to build muscle, but it does have a lot of things to support our bodies in different ways. So this is why it's great to have in tandem with some of these complete proteins, because it can really be beneficial for our bodies. The amino acids in collagen help support connective tissues, so things like ligaments and tendons. It's also really great for your skin, your hair, your nails, all of those different things. So that's why I like to add it in, because it helps support those processes. So the kind of collagen that I like to use is called BUBS Naturals, and I really like this because you don't taste it at all, okay? So it doesn't mess up the flavor of the yogurt, it just blends in really easily, and you can add it to yogurt, you can add it to coffee, you can add it to whatever you want, and it kind of just dissolves, but adds protein and doesn't change the flavor at all. A scoop of this has 20 grams of collagen peptides, which is 20 grams of protein and 17 amino acids. Sometimes if I feel like I need a little extra protein if I haven't gotten enough, I'll do an extra half scoop, so that'll give me 30 grams of protein just in my yogurt bowl from the collagen alone. It helps support the joints, connective tissue, recovery, skin, hair, nails, lots of different things. Another reason why I use this one specifically, it's grass-fed, it's pasture-raised, and it's NSF certified for sport, which is a very rigorous certification because we know the supplement industry is the Wild West, so I wanna make sure I'm having the highest quality possible. So that's it. Honestly, it's pretty simple, but I just focus on making sure that I eat when I'm hungry until I'm satisfied, but also be mindful of the types of things that I'm eating. It's not the exact same every single day, and I think it's important to understand and honor what your body is needing as well. Certainly there are times when I just want to have pancakes for brunch with my friends, 100%. I think there's a lot of hype right now around protein, and I love it because it is really important. And also in the same breath, we want to think about sometimes food can just be enjoyed. So think about the majority of the time focusing on prioritizing protein and then also being able to enjoy all foods periodically. Also, as you probably saw throughout this video, I don't count calories, I don't count macros, I don't measure everything super specifically. And this is very much on purpose. I never want to go into this space where I am really strict with the foods that I'm eating. I want to be healthy for my life, absolutely. I want to fuel my body well, and I also just don't want to become overly strict. I want to be able to become attuned with my body, listen to what my body is telling me, to be able to satisfy my hunger and also perform my best and feel my best. So for me, being able to have that mindfulness and understand what's in my food, but then be able to just eyeball it based on how hungry I am is an absolute game changer. So if you are trying to prioritize more protein, this is about how you can get around 100 grams of protein without having to track every single thing you eat. Again, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, but we all have different needs. I am almost 6 feet tall. Maybe you're taller, maybe you're shorter. So understanding your own body is the best way to be able to fuel it well. So if you've been curious about collagen at all, go check out BUBS Naturals. It's honestly really great. It's so easy because it just mixes with everything and it's super high quality, so go check it out. So like I said, every day is slightly different, but this is one example of one day of how I focus on protein. But I would love to know how you prioritize protein. So leave me a comment, let me know the types of things that you like to eat, because I'd love to try it too. Thank you so much for joining today. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Leave us a comment if you have any questions or thoughts about this whole process. We'd love to hear from you. And of course, make sure you subscribe to our channel because we drop new videos every single week. We'll see you next time.